Hi everyone. Now for this video that's specifically created, this is meant for those who are still not able to understand how we get the unit for the gradient. Now if you need to revise your memory, please stop this video, go and read up on the practical on finding the density of the plasticine. Once you're done so, you may continue this video. So I'm just going to jump straight to the unit for the constant K. I'm not going to go through the rest. Okay, for the rest, you can read the comments that I've given you. Now in this practical, to determine the density of plasticine, you're first asked to collect a set of data M1, D2, D2 over D1 in a table. Then after that, you're asked to plot a graph of D2 over D1 against M1. So for here, D2 over D1 against M1, based on this formula. So from this formula, you already know that K actually refers to the gradient of this graph. Because if I were to rewrite D2 over D1 equals Km1, you can actually get this equation y equals mx, where y equals D2 over D1, m1 equals x, therefore gradient equals k. Sorry, should I say k equals gradient? So that means your D2 over D1 is the vertical axis and your M1 is the horizontal axis. And D2 over D1, you know there's no unit, right? Because cm divided by cm, no unit. M1, your unit is grams. So that means if you find the gradient of this graph, you can find the unit of the constant k. So let's fast forward to the point where you already got the coordinates out. Right, now at this point, your y-axis, D2 over D1, the numerator does not have any unit. But your denominator, which is actually M1, the unit is actually grams. And before you get your final answer, you must first process the subtraction rule, which is in the numerator 3dp minus 3dp, your final answer will be 3dp as shown in 1.020. And your denominator 1dp minus 1dp, your final answer should be 53.0. So your denominator should have grams. So when you get the two numbers to divide, is 4SF divided by 3SF. Your final answer should be 3SF, which is 0.0192. And since your unit is 1 over g, you also can express as g to the power minus 1. That's grams to the power minus 1. Okay, if you don't know how 1 over g becomes g to the power minus 1, right, I'm not sure whether you can remember your indices. If you cannot, please go and refresh your memory. Otherwise, I'll just show you here. 1 over a equals a to the power minus 1. Right, hence grams to the power minus 1. So when you do your practical, please make sure when you're asked to find any constant, do the proper step by step, right? And then derive the unit from the graph. Your unit may look weird, but ultimately you're being tested on how to derive the unit. So don't worry about it.